Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to the February unboxing part 2. It is still, well actually technically it is complete because I think like the Fairyloot Epic is technically like a quarterly thing, so it's not like exclusive to a specific month, so that still hasn't shown up yet. So it says that it's going to be shipping at the end of March, so I'm not going to wait for that one, obviously. That's just going to go with March's stuff, and that's going to go with reading my March books. And then my January, or I guess again, it's quarterly cozy, is not here. It is stuck somewhere in the ether with all of the issues with Fairyloot shipping. I kind of talked about it in my last video, and I talked about it with some people in the comments of the last unboxing video, but Fairyloot is having all sorts of problems, and it's pretty much coming down, in my opinion, to the shipping partner that they use. It is notoriously, in my opinion, that I have seen online, that has swayed my judgment that they aren't very reliable. So I got the other two things. They were incredibly late, so I do think it was a mix of Fairyloot and Every, but my cozy Fairyloot is in the ether somewhere. It said it was received by Every on February 13th. Yeah, it is March 15th, I think, or 16th, because I gotta go to the library. It's March 16th. And yeah, hasn't moved. USPS says it's just still pre-shipment, so I could never get that one. So I'm starting to think it's gonna be a refund is where we're starting to seem like. At least I got the Outcrate version. And if my Fairyloot one really doesn't show up and I do like the book, we're looking at buying the Illumicrate one as well. Because I'm like really excited about that book. So I'm a little annoyed, and it's supposed to go with January's books, and I'm currently working through November, December. So again, whenever that cozy shows up, it'll go in that month. I have no idea when that's gonna show up. So that leaves us with the adult Fairyloot, the young adult Fairyloot, which I think is like the end of our major book boxes, like our normal ones that we get, because I did not get a Illumicrate in February. And then we also have two special editions, which is an Afterlight special edition, and we also have my very first Lilac Library special edition, which I'm hoping is really pretty, because I am very picky about buying from UK companies because it's very expensive to ship and just really expensive in general. So that is a copy of, I think it's no, it's Quicksilver. So my copy of Quicksilver that I ordered months ago. So I'm really hoping it's really pretty. But we're gonna start, I think we're gonna start with the Afterlight. Then we'll do the Lilac Library, then we'll do the adult Fairyloot, and then we'll do the young adult Fairyloot. So that is how this program is gonna go. So let's start with the Afterlight. I also do have some publisher mail, but I am going to be showing that on Instagram. Like, it's not like if it's a box, if they send me a box that has like a bunch of stuff in it, or just something that has a bunch of stuff in it, I will probably show it on here, or whenever I read it, I'll show it on here. But I think from now on, just regular publisher mail that's just like a book and that's it, I'm exclusively going to have on Instagram. So I think I have like 2 more things of publisher mail coming, and then I'll post a reel unboxing those. So like I've said before, definitely go check out my Instagram. I was doing some fun stuff with an arc that I just got over there, so I would recommend going over and following my Instagram, because I had some fun times with a Psycho related book and a little photo shoot relating to Psycho. So it was really fun. I'm starting to try to come up with more ideas similar to that are like themed things, because I actually had a lot of fun doing that, but it's a lot harder coming up with themed things when it isn't just Psycho. Psycho's easy. Everyone has, well, I guess not everybody, but most people have a shower and a shower curtain. It's really easy. So some other stuff is a lot more complicated. Anyway, I would go follow my Instagram. I know this is a shameless plug, but that's just how it's gonna be. Okay, back to our regular scheduled stuff. Let's open the Afterlight. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this book. I already have a copy of this book, which is no surprise, but I needed matching copies because this is a 5-star prediction. The first book in the series was my favorite book of last year, so I feel like it's only appropriate to get a bunch of copies of this book before I've even read it. But it's just 2. It's just the Outcrate one and this one. But it is, I feel like, obviously the edition of And Now Back to You. I am so excited. I feel like the big thing with this is obviously the sprayed edges were gorgeous. I actually do like the Outcrate ones better, but I want to see what Under the Dust Jacket looks like on here, because I think that's why I loved the Afterlight one that much is because Under the Dust Jacket of the first book was amazing. First time color was fantastic. So we have the regular cover with a little bit of glossy, gorgeous. I love the B4 matte. That's also the reason is I wanted a matching B4 matte copy. So we have that. Then, yeah, see, this is so cute. Nothing under here, but we do have the matching motif under here, which I'm so excited about. We have like the little microphone. So on the first one, it's them on the phone and it's going from one building to another. And in this one, it's basically the same thing. I love that. I think that is so cute. Okay, I'm so glad it's the same. Ooh, this is pretty artwork. So we have that. Oh yeah, and ignore my nails. I tried to actually paint my nails last night, but I kept smudging them because one of my favorite nail polishes it's very thick, so I have to be very patient. And of course, I was not. So you're gonna see, it's not too bad. You're gonna see some green because I couldn't get it all off, and I'm very frustrated. Signed by the author, and then the back artwork looks like this. That's really cute. So there is gonna be a sledding scene. It looks fun. Looks like we're going to be in a snowy cabin, which I'm very excited about. I actually don't know anything other than the characters that it's following. So I'm excited to see like the setting of this one. I believe that this one is When Harry Met Sally, I think, because I think the third one's going to be You've Got Mail. Okay, that was super easy. I love doing just like the book onlys because they're really simple. This next one, the Lilac Library, will probably be a little bit longer just because this is a first time purchase and I tend to go over more things like packaging, quality, price, etc. So Lilac Library, first of all, nice box. It's a little on the flimsier side. Like I do prefer something like Afterlight and Illumicrate have my favorite boxes. I do think they are the sturdiest. They also, like when they're beat up, they're very beat up, but they're very sturdy. The Broken Binding probably actually now has my favorite boxes, but I expect that if it's a UK company going overseas. So this one's fine. This is more on par, I think, with Fairyloot. So it is a little bit beat up in spots, but it took the damage and it seems okay. So the Lilac Library does have a little design on it. It's cute. Oh, okay. So we have some it looks like we have the Broken Binding packaging. Oh no. Okay. So we have a little Lilac Library thing that says, thank you so much for supporting our very small business. So we have that. Then we have some artwork, which I wasn't expecting. It is a little beat up in the corner, but I didn't know we were getting artwork with this. This is so cute. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, so we got some artwork with it. Oh, it even has the fox at the bottom. Okay. The fox is like my favorite character. So we got some artwork that I was not expecting. And then here's the packaging. So that is very, very solid packaging. And look at that. There's even more underneath it. Okay. I mean, that's really good packaging. Now, I will say I'm not the happiest with how long the book took, but I can't mark against it because I do think it said that it was going to take this long. Like it said, I think it was pre-order, it's going to take a couple months, etc. So I can't be mad about that. I'm not the biggest fan of ordering something that in advance though. So I will say that if you are buying a special edition from Lilac Library that isn't, I don't know how their subscription works. I don't have a subscription. This is not a subscription, but I do know they have a romance and a romantasy subscription, which I think I'm on the wait list for the romantasy one, but it does take, at least for this edition, it took a couple months. I have not gotten multiple editions, so I don't know if every single special edition does take that long, but you can already see the sneak peek at the top. It's chunky. Like I know Quicksilver's big. I've read it. I have multiple editions of it. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. Oh, okay. We have more packaging underneath. Just a cute little, oh, that's cute. See, again, very Broken Binding. So Lilac Library. I love breaking the little things. They're so fun. So we have, it's pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah. It's as pretty as the mock-up, and the edges are gorgeous. The edges are one of the things that sold it for me. So pretty. Oh, I love that. That's gorgeous. Okay, so this is the cover. Show close up. It's all foiled. It's beautiful. Oh. Oh, yes. That's another thing that sold it for me. And then we have the back. Normally, it's funny because normally I actually wouldn't love a design like this. It's a very busy design, but there's something about it that is just, for me, absolutely perfect for the book. So underneath, we also have some stuff going on. Look at these little end pages. Those are nice. Okay, I don't remember what the inside looks like. So I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty. And this all might have been shown to us, but I only remember the cover and the edges. And that's gorgeous. Oh, volume 1, Quicksilver. I'm curious if they are going to come out with Brimstone. They haven't said anything. I will be getting it because the quality of this is fantastic. The book is in like perfect condition. And I qualify perfect condition as like everything is where it should be. Everything is done very nicely. There's no obvious gashes or anything. If this is slightly bent in like this, it's still a perfect edition. If you, I have such a pet peeve with some people with returning books because it ruins it for the rest of us. Like if we actually have damage on our books, I'm gonna complain for a second, and I don't know if this will stay in or not because there is some things. Oh, this is pretty. That you should complain about. Like if there's a gash on here, complain about it. Get a new copy. If your book is upside down, that's kind of up to the person, but I would probably be like, hey, can I have a new copy? Actually, if it's upside down, but like if the artwork is right side up, but the actual text is upside down, see, I don't know how that would work with this. I don't know. But if somehow everything else is fine, but the text is upside down, I'd probably keep it. But that's okay. That's something that I would expect someone to say, hey, my book is upside down. Can I please have a different copy? If you're complaining about that little tiny push-in, no. Like, especially because you know you're shipping a book. You're shipping a book. It does not affect the readability. It does not affect the prettiness. It really doesn't. But yeah, I see that all the time. Like I've seen it less lately. It was really bad, I feel like, during COVID, where people, for every little, like the tiniest things they would post and be like, do you think it's okay if I ask for a thing for this? And people are like, no, and then they do it anyway. So that's just my little 2 cents. I think I just saw someone complaining about something, and that's why it kind of set me off for a second. But I don't know what it is. It just drives me nuts. Then we have this. Yeah, I love this. This is a gorgeous edition. Definitely going on my favorites shelf. I'll probably put this on the shelf in my room and move my other copies of Quicksilver upstairs. I love this. I think this is gorgeous. I will be getting Brimstone if they release an edition, because so far they haven't said anything. But yeah, ignore my little rant there for a second. I get so irritated because of that happening, they've put up such strict guidelines from most book box companies, like, because people just ask for like replacements for the goofiest things. So again, if there's torn glue, if there's excess glue all over stuff, if there's readability issues, like if there is a fully page like missing, or if there's a misprinted page where you can't read everything, if anything affects readability, 100%. If anything affects like the dust jacket, like the dust jacket's ripped, anything like that, or there's gashes on the inside of the hardback, to me, that's like you need to replace this. Like that is 100% you need to replace it, or at least replace the dust jacket. Cause I always think that's fine. Like if just the dust jacket's messed up, just send a new dust jacket. Cause sometimes I think book box companies send a whole new book and it's like, you don't need to do that. Just send another dust jacket. It's probably easier to print. But again, I don't know how it works. I don't know if they can't print them without the actual book. But anyway, just use your discretion and use your common sense when you're asking for a replacement, because so far I haven't had to ask for a replacement. I'm sure eventually it'll happen, but I am much more lenient than the average person. But just use some common sense, people in these book box groups. Okay, anyway, moving on to the adult Fairyloot. It's been so long since I thought about February, because it's the middle of March. I actually don't remember what these two are, so this is gonna be a nice surprise for both of us. And I think this is not the cozy. I was like, wait a minute, is this the cozy? No, that is still stuck in transit. Okay, so for the adult Fairyloot, we have Forbidden Bargains, and I forgot this is what this book was. Okay, I'm actually really excited because I really hate the original cover of this book, so I'm pretty excited about those. So we have the book. This is gorgeous. Oh my god. Okay, this is fantastic. I really am not a fan of that original cover. I just thought it like didn't do a lot. Like it's like, is it on the reverse? Yes, kind of. Yeah, this is like, oh, this is like the original cover. So it's just like that in the center, and it just feels very empty for a cover. I like what they did with the black though. I think the black actually works better than like, it's like a maroon color, I think. At least the US edition is the maroon. So I'm really excited that they did something much different. So this is gorgeous. This very much reminds me of, is it their edition of actually, it reminds me of the Lumicrate's edition of Babel, I think. I'm having a hard time remembering what goes to what, but it reminds me of Babel for some reason, which hopefully it doesn't read like Babel. This is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. This is beautiful. This is amazing. They absolutely knocked it out of the park. I hope the book, and this reminds me of Divine Rivals, I hope the book is as beautiful as the cover is, but we all know how that goes. We all know how that goes. Ooh, that's pretty too, that flap. Okay, I showed it, but we're gonna show it again anyway. We have the original cover of Weaving Shaw, and it is beautiful. Like, if you don't like this, if this is not your style, because this is a very specific style, you can reverse it and it's gorgeous. So that is really nice. Because like I said, I do like what they did with the black. I think the black looks really good and it takes up more space. That is the hardback. Oh yes, this is beautiful. Very, very happy with that. That is stunning. I love that this is fully done too. Like, you could display it like this as well. So you got 3 options for covers. So I think everyone will at least have something that they like. Oh, I love this. I hope I like this because I was devastated to get rid of my copy of Divine Rivals, and this whole thing is reminding me of Divine Rivals. So I really hope I like this. And I love this, like with the foiling. I love what they do with the foiling in this type of black and white look. It just looks so good, especially with like the books and stuff. That looks so cool. Then we have the signed page, and then the back artwork. Ugh, it's so pretty. Again, the foiling is perfection. This is how I like foiling to be used. I don't like, I used to talk about it. It's my editions of the Elizabeth Lim books. The hardback is just a foil stamp, and I don't care for that much. This is how I like foiling to be used, as an accent and used as depth. Like, look at the windows. Look at the depth in this because of that foiling. So this is how I love foiling being used. So I'm incredibly happy with this edition, and I can't wait to read it. Ooh, it looks so good. I'm trying to semi-hurry because the storm's about to hit, and I really need to go to the library before the storm hits because I don't want to be driving around in apparently 70-mile-per-hour wind. I'm not trying to do that, but so far I haven't seen anything, and it was supposed to start earlier this morning. It's just been some rain. So fingers crossed that it kind of goes around us. Okay, last thing that we have is the young adult Fairyloot. This is kind of what we were waiting for. Well, we were really waiting for the cozy Fairyloot, but I kind of knew that was not going to be showing up. This was the final thing that showed up that I was waiting for, so we could film this and finally get this out. Because again, it is the middle of March. It is much later than I normally prefer to put these out. Although, again, someone's always been late lately that I've been having to put them out late. So that's why I started doing part 1 and part 2. So, young adult Fairyloot, let's get into it. I think I almost skipped this one, so we're gonna see if it was worth it to not skip, because I was unsure about the book. I think it is like a fairy tale feeling ethereal book, and I sometimes do not do well with those, so I didn't skip because I think of the fandoms, and I did hear some good things about the book. So let's see overall if this was worth keeping. That's gonna be fun to see because I am picky, especially when I almost skip something. So we have some packaging. Okay, I can already see one thing that I'm like about. I already have these. We got a lot of them a couple years ago, so I think this is a good item for newer subscribers, but for more veteran subscribers it is going to be a repeat. At least they did a different design than the original one. Like, even like the shape is different, so that is good for keeping veteran subscribers in mind. Most people subscribed to Fairyloot have been subscribed for multiple years because the waitlist is like 2 years, which is insane. But part of me is like, yeah, that's insane, but part of me is really glad that they're not trying to add more boxes, because I feel like that's when book boxes start failing, is when you try to do too much. And they already are doing so many special editions that I fear if they add too many like extra things, like if they increase the boxes by a lot, that could be when the box fails. So part of me is like upset for people who have been on the wait list for this long, but also part of me is like, okay, well, is the company gonna fail if it tries to add any more? That's what I'm assuming. That's why they're not doing it, because they could make way more money if they added more. But if suddenly their demand drops, then you're stuck with a bunch of boxes that nobody wants. So I'm just waiting for the day that they choose to eliminate the full box for young adult. Like, I feel like that's coming eventually because most people are trying to switch to book only. So anyway, that was a long tangent. But again, that's another thing I've been seeing a lot recently is people talking about the wait list. And I hate how long it is, but I really don't want these book box companies to fail. So if this is what's keeping them from not failing, sadly, I would say keep the box small. But anyway, here is our very first item. Is this Daughter of the Moon Goddess? I feel like this is Daughter of the Moon Goddess. It is Daughter of the Moon Goddess. So this is one of the reasons that I didn't skip. And I am not impressed with this. Again, I have quite a few of these. These are something you can get. Like, I do like the design. The design was obviously Daughter of the Moon Goddess. These are something you can get really cheap off of like Temu and AliExpress and that kind of stuff. So anytime I get a jewelry box, I'm like, okay, this was like a throw-in item that they didn't really like there wasn't a lot of money to do a bunch of other things, in my opinion. Notice I'm saying in my opinion a lot in here. I've been watching a lot of commentary channels, and when they say something like that sounds like fact, they go, it's in my opinion. So it's in my opinion. So yeah, a little sad about this. This is not the kind of item I would want from Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but I do like the design. Next up, we have an item for a book that I DNF'd, but I do think potentially could be gorgeous because the motif of this book is very pretty. So we have a Heavenly Bodies water bottle, and it's hefty. It is very chunky. I'm hoping it's not glass. I feel like they're always glass. I'm assuming it's, oh, okay. It's definitely glass, but I actually like the cap, and I actually have been trying to use water bottles more lately. So we have the water bottle. That's gorgeous. Definitely wouldn't, oh, it's sticking to me. That's not a good sign for aesthetic. Would not put this in the dishwasher. That is one of those things, like, it is dishwasher safe. It actually doesn't say if it is or not, but oh, it might say on the box. I don't know where the box went. If it says dishwasher safe, I still would not put it in the dishwasher, just because this type of design could come off. So this is gonna be kind of hard to show because it is very, very reflective. That says, I defy the stars. I was not a fan of Heavenly Bodies. I did not think it was well written whatsoever, but I can respect the designs because the design, Heavenly Bodies, all editions I've seen of it, stunning. That is one that I may try again, but I don't know because I did sell my copy, and if I like the book, I will be devastated. So I think I'm just gonna let Heavenly Bodies go. I think I'm gonna let that one go. So anyway, gorgeous, love this. It's very nice, very sturdy. I like that it has the little handle. I like that a lot because I don't like just holding it, but that's actually really, really nice. Like, we have some overlays, and then we have, oh, this keychain, and it is the book of the month. So the Sun and the Star Maker Friendship Keychain, ooh, by Layla Ashtar Shrine. That is, oh my god, I'm so excited. I love that designer, and I think they're in another country, so I never like buy their stuff because the shipping is crazy. So anytime I get anything by them in a book box, I get super excited. And it says there's 2 keychains. Okay. I don't love this one, but it's mostly just because I don't love the color scheme. But again, that is a very bright color scheme. So if you like bright things, you're gonna really, oh, see, yeah, you can see my nails now. You're really gonna like this one. I really like that one. You can see the like wavy design in the background. I have a lot of pins that have that, but I like the idea of this, and I don't know, maybe I'll send this to somebody. But yeah, I think this is cute. I think it's a really cute idea, and it is making me interested to see what the book is about. Oh, hey, look, found the spoiler card. We have Starlight Magic, February 2026. And then we have the overlays, and I think that's it until the book. Yeah, so it definitely was not the items. Maybe Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but the items were just fine. Which, did I have enough? 1, 2, 3, yeah, I guess 4. I never think of the overlays as items. Anyway, so Sun and the Star Maker overlays. That's the first one. Then we have, these are very glossy. That's pretty. Then, ooh. This is interesting. I don't think I know what this book is about. It's Like, I just know it has some like ethereal vibes to it. And I definitely get that from the overlays. There are some ethereal vibes. Okay, moving on to, what do we have? We have the tarot cards. Oh, we have the bookmark. And then we do have the tarot cards, which are gorgeous. And obviously they are the characters from the book. We have the star and the tower. And then we are down to just the book. And the book is, wow. We have the sun and the star maker. That's gorgeous. That is, oh my God. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is everything. I love the artwork. I love the design. I love the foiling. I love how it looks like stars and snow at the same time. That's so beautiful. Then we have that. I think they could have done a little bit more with this, with how pretty this is. I feel like this could have been a little more fancy. And then the back is even prettier. But you know me, I love animals. So we have that. Yeah, oh my God, I love the edges too. Love the edges. I'd probably show the edges for this book instead of the spine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. If you did not like Fairyloot cover, they do have the reversible dust jacket, and that cover actually is absolutely stunning. So I think a lot of people are going to be happy that you can reverse that. But also, if you did not like that, you have a third option. I love having 3 options. Love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. There's something about this that reminds me of Spinning Silver. Very much so, actually. That is beautiful. I'm obsessed with that. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I love it. Then underneath, I love this artwork. We have the author letter. It was a long one. Double-sided author letter. And then I think just that digital signature at the end of the author letter. Yeah, and then the back artwork. Ugh, I love this. I love this edition. I love this edition. I love this edition. I really want to like this book. I'm so close to crashing out about not liking the prettiest books. But you know what? So far, the November-December video is actually going really well. Kind of. It's, well, it's going somewhat well. We'll say that. It's going somewhat well. So I have hope. I have hope. I haven't read any 2026 books yet. They could all be amazing. The pickers could have gotten their shit together for these books. Okay, let's look at the spoiler card. We got the jewelry box designed by Blanca Design. It is inspired by Daughter of the Moon Goddess. The water bottle designed by Anne Guyan Art. Heavenly Bodies. The friendship keychains designed by Layla Ashta Shrine. Inspired by the Sun and the Star Maker. The overlays are designed by Gianni Philly. It is inspired by, obviously, the Sun and the Star Maker. Collectible of the month, Avondale Art, inspired by the Sun and the Star Maker. Fairyloot hires a lot of designers on here, so if you want to look at the spoiler card. So anyway, that is everything that was in this video. We had 4 beautiful books. I'm not going to pick them up. My back is all messed up, so they're just going to sit back there. I think my favorite is this one, the Sun and the Star Maker. I love this. I didn't think Weave and Shaw could get beat, but this is beautiful. It's beautiful. But it also does seem whimsical, which is making me a little bit nervous. But we're going to pretend like this is going to be my favorite book in the entire world, and then I can keep it. So this is beautiful. Could not ask for a prettier book. So anyway, definitely let me know down below if you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, leave a star emoji, obviously for Star Maker. Make sure you subscribe so you miss any future content. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.